A Journal for Jordan. So you remember Dear John? Dear John is like this vanilla latte from Starbucks, but A Journal for Jordan is that same drink, but with 2 shots of some dark roast espresso. And that's the thing with romantic dramas or romantic comedies, this genre especially. I know it can apply to more or to every genre, but especially this one is like a cafe. It's like a Starbucks or any other cafe. You have all this variety, you have all these different menu options, but you're essentially getting the same thing with slight differences. No matter what you order, you're getting caffeine, you're getting milk, you're getting syrup, you're getting ice, whatever. It's the same thing. That's what this film pretty much is. Just a different version of another film that we've seen, just with different ethnicities, and it happens all the time. Now I know we're in November, this movie doesn't come out till Christmas, so I promise no spoilers. But if you're gonna go see this movie, you're gonna go for the following reasons. 1, you're a fan of Denzel Washington as an actor, as a director, or both. 2, you're a fan of romance. Or 3, you just want to see Michael B. Jordan take his shirt off, especially in this scene. Sorry ladies, it doesn't last that long. Although there are a lot of scenes with Michael B. Jordan and his shirt off, and you know, I think they're trying to do like the Twilight thing of when they did with Jacob. They just want to have random scenes with his shirt off just because of the girls. That's in here too. Michael B. Jordan plays Charles Monroe King, who serves in the military, but then falls in love with his sergeant's daughter, and you know how that's gonna go. He's very calm, collected, and apparently not a very stylish man when it comes to his shoes.
The moment I met your mother, I knew she was the one.
He is not exactly my type.
Especially if you've seen the trailer, that you know what happens, you know what is the tragedy that happens in this movie. And even if you haven't seen it, in the beginning of the movie, it lays it out for you. It tells you what happened. It tells you what is going on in present time. The rest of the movie is essentially just the lead up to present time. And I think that's where the challenge is, because if the audience knows what's gonna happen, then the real challenge is how often can you keep us invested in the formation of this relationship. I thought there was some chemistry between Michael B. Jordan and Shantae Adams. I think there was some chemistry there, that they work well together. There were some moments where the dialogue seemed a little dry, but for the most part it did work. The comedy wasn't too overcooked. It had just the right amount of balance between romance, drama, and a little bit of comedy in there to break the tension, so it won't be too serious. Although about halfway throughout the film, it starts going from lovey-dovey and it turns completely 180 degrees and it starts getting serious. But you know that that's coming because the guy is a soldier. You know he's gonna get called off to deploy somewhere, to deploy in Iraq or Afghanistan, wherever he is, because this movie is set in the time period of 9/11. So you know the guy is gonna leave and tension will rise. What I really appreciate about the film is that there were a couple scenes that ponder the question of certain themes, and they're good for having discussions about certain themes in real life. Like for example, there was this scene where they're in bed and Shantae Adams' character asks Michael B. Jordan, how do you believe in God and still be a soldier? And later on throughout the movie, some other character asks, what was the real reason why the war was fought after 9/11? And it's those type of questions, those moments I appreciated, because it doesn't try and shove down your throat a certain only one-sided reason, one-sided opinion of why things happen. It's the response of the characters that have you really analyzing where both sides of two different opinions would come from. Now, since this movie is essentially a whole journal left for Michael B. Jordan's son, Jordan, ironic, we don't really see much of that character until the very end, and it's not a lot. And in order to get us invested into his character, the story has him being born with a light-skinned complexion, and no one knows why. There's no explanation. He just randomly came out like that. I mean, I don't know if that's normal or not. I guess it is. So the story tries to touch on that theme of light-skinned African Americans, all the racial slurs that are thrown out there due to that fact. But the theme is just mentioned. It's not something that it really takes its time and lets it simmer for a long time. It's towards the end. And that's what makes the character of Jordan seem just kind of rushed towards the end, right before the film ends. So at the end of the day, I will say that A Journal for Jordan is a VOD. Guys, I want to thank you so much for clicking on this video and for watching this review. Just a quick heads up, if you've seen my past video of the Halloween trivia that I did with some strangers, I was giving out cash money prize, and I will be doing that once more for the holiday season. It's the holiday season, so you know people are gonna be watching Home Alone, especially with this reboot that Disney decided to go. But you know what? There's nothing like the original, and everybody has probably seen the original with Macaulay Culkin because it is a classic. But I'm gonna be putting people skills, people's trivia skills to the test and see how well they remember. And also with the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home, we're going to go ahead and visit back the 2002 original and test people's skills. And of course, it's going to be prizes and cash money prizes. So stay tuned for those videos. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep watching this channel and keep watching movies.